that's about. Just in case, just say you miss a week or you've gone someplace on a Friday and you can't make it. Don't worry, everything you do here gets recorded, so you don't actually miss anything. So if you're home and you want to look over what I did, just pop in the headphones, plug in, and you can do the class later on like a Saturday or a Monday or Tuesday. So you don't actually miss the class. Is that alright? So, as I said, first thing we're going to start with is factorising. So just in case you didn't know, Paddy is my name, alright? No need for Sir or Mr. and that's just Paddy. Give me a shout if you need that, alright? So, anyone know about factorising? Do you remember anything about factorising? That's alright. So, factorising will be one of the first topics we did. Also, there's no need for you to take down notes. The reason that is everyone will have. So, we're not going to hold class and notes, we're going to hold class. Get as much questions as possible. Alright? So, with factorising, we have 5 different types of factorising. So, these are our 5 different types of factorising. We have highest common factor, we have grouping, trinomials, difference to squares, and combinations. Don't worry, we're going to go through step by step. So that'll be right. So, we're going to start with this number 1, highest common factor. And the whole thing about 2 terms is very, very important. Alright, what I mean by 2 terms is, for example, if I ask you to factorize this, you have x squared divided this. 1 term, 2 terms. Is that alright? So 2 different terms. So factorizing, our highest common factor, is literally taking out the thing that's most common to 2. Alright, so what should be that x squared divided this? X, exactly. So they have an x in common. So, if I took an x to the outside, like that, what would I have to multiply by x to get x squared? X, exactly. What would I have to multiply by x to get 5x? 5. Perfect. And that's the answer. That's a factorize. X, 5x plus 5. And that's the answer. Alright, that's all you have to do. So that's the first one. That's known as highest common factor. I want you to have a little practice at this week. I want you to factorize a minus 12ax squared. How to go? So the first thing we have to do is you have to find the highest common factor of both your terms. And this comes up in the numerator every single year. Guaranteed. I only do stuff that comes up. There's only one b here, but there's a b squared here, so there's 2 b's there. So, just for the start, what do we think was the highest thing they have in common? Sure. 4. Yeah, the highest number they have in common is 4. What about ab and ab squared? They have what else in common? It should be 4ab. Alright, so you take the numbers first of all, 8 and 12. The highest number that 8 and 12 have in common is 4. Alright, then you look, they both have an a in it, don't they? And they also, this one has a b and this one has a b squared. So we can't say b squared, this is b squared, it's only b, isn't it? So that's why the highest number they have in common is 4, they have an a in common, and they have a b in common. So you take 4ab comes to the outside of the bracket, like you draw here, yes. Now, Grace, first things first, what do I multiply by 4 to get 8? 2, so you know 2 is going to go here. And do I need anything, I need multiplying by ab to get ab? No, so it's just going to be 4. That's all it's going to go there. Sorry, 2. Apologies, 2. It's going to go there. Julianne, what to multiply by 4 to get minus 12? Minus 3. Perfect. Now, is ab the same as ab squared? No. What do I need to multiply by to get ab squared? minus 3b. Alright, we're going to go and leave that up just for example, and then we can go on through 4 here. Factorize this example 3. Factorize 10x plus 15x squared. Alright? Very like these exact same. Two terms. Right. Julian, I'm going to go with you again. What's the highest thing 10x and 15x squared have in common? What's the highest number, first of all? 5. Perfect. And what else? Brilliant. What do I multiply by 5x to get 10x? Brilliant. And what do I multiply by 5x to get 15x squared? Perfect. Right, have a go at this one. Squared. Right, factorize 6ac minus 9ac squared. Right, Grace me this time. Grace, what's the highest number 6 and 9 have in common? 3, good stuff. And AC and AC squared? Brilliant. AC. What do I multiply by 3AC to get 6AC? Brilliant. And what do I multiply by 3AC to get minus 9AC squared? Go on. Close. First of all, it's minus 3, because 3 times minus 3 will give you minus 9. It's not A squared and then C squared, it's just C squared. So you just have, you need another C. Alright? Have a go at this one, guys. Factorize that for me. 7bc squared plus 14b. So you worry about the numbers first of all, and then you worry about the ends. Right. What do we reckon is the highest number they have in common, Julianne? Brilliant. And letters wise? Perfect. Right. What you multiply by 7b to get 7bc squared? Perfect. And what you multiply by 7b to get 14b? 2. On the net. You get that? Good stuff. Right. Have a go at from 4 to 9 for me, right? Off you go. Have a go from 4 to 9. Don't worry about the bottom ones. Just so you know when you're looking at control heading factoring based on factors. Just so you know what you're doing when you're looking back. Sure, that must be good. Great. We're going to look at those ones. So, first things first. Grace, what do you think 6x and 18y have in common? Good stuff. And what's in my bracket then? Yeah, 1x plus 3y. 3y. Good stuff. Julianne, what does 3ab and 3bc have in common? 3b, good stuff. And what do you multiply by 3b to get 3ab? A plus c, good stuff. What does 6ax and minus 12ay have in common, Grace? 6? A. They both have an A in it. Alright. And then what's left in my bracket then? X and 2y. Good stuff. Julianne, 6a squared minus 12a. 6a, good stuff. What to multiply then in the brackets? A minus 2. Brilliant. Great. Have a go at this one. What's the highest thing they have in common? 7. 7x. And what's in the bracket then? X and? Yeah, minus 4. And Julianne, the last one? 5x. And what's in the bracket? 3x plus 5y. Perfect. Right. So, that's highest common factor. And that's literally as hard as the first type gets. So, the second type then. The second type is known as grouping. Alright? And grouping has 4 terms. Is that okay? So, 4 terms with grouping, and it's literally the exact same thing as we've been doing with highest common factor, except we take it in pairs. Alright, so we take A, B, A, C, and we take minus 2B, minus 2C. So we take them as pairs. And what I mean by that is, like this. AB plus AC, and then minus 2B and minus 2C. Right. And then you literally take out the highest common factor of this, then you take out the highest common factor of this. So, Julianne, what's the highest common factor between A, B, and AC? A. And what's in my bracket then? B plus C. Perfect. Great. So what's the highest common factor between minus 2B and minus 2C? Not just 2? Good stuff. Minus 2. And what's in my bracket then? Perfect. Anyone notice that? No. Hold that line there. Very important. When we're doing this. Brilliant. These must be the same. That's how it works. Alright? This bracket here and this bracket here must be the same. And that's how you know you're right when you're doing these. And your last line then will read as A minus 2 and B plus C. And there's a very, very important reason for this. It looks like that. Why actually do this? How would you multiply it? No, not factor it. Would you multiply it? I don't know. X by? Yeah, x plus 4, isn't it? And then 3 by x plus 4, exactly. So it'll be this one by that bracket, and this one by that bracket, yeah? First by the second bracket, and then second by the second. That's how you multiply that. If you look here, it's the reverse. See how A by B plus C and minus 2 by B plus C? That's why it comes into a single bracket. That's why you include these two now to make a single bracket. Factorising is the opposite of multiplying. It's the very opposite of multiplying. Alright, that's how that happens. So for example, that's why x by x plus 4 plus 3 by x plus 4 ends up being 2 brackets if you're factorising. So that's what happens there. Right, we're going to practice it through these. So, I want you to try for me to do this one. I'll go with this. Factorize AB plus AC plus BB plus CD. is known as grouping. The second type, and there's always 4 types. So it's the exact same now as the type in the board. Right. Julianne, what did the first two have in common? Take out the common A or left it. Stop. What did the second two have in common? D. And what's left in the bracket? Stop. How do I know right? 2 brackets at the same. My last line then is A plus D and perfect. Right. We'll go with this one. Right, factor is that. Right, Julianne. Factorize this for me. So AC minus BC plus AD minus BD. Take out a common C and you're left with. Good stuff. Take out a common. Plus D and you're left with. How do I know I'm right? 2 brackets are the same. Last line is C plus. And? Perfect. Right, I'll go with this one. P squared plus PQ minus PR minus QR. Who teaches that? Right, great. What do the first two have in common? And what's left in the brackets then? Good stuff. And what did the second two have in common? or minus r. Good stuff. And what's left in the brackets? P plus q. If it's a minus, that'll give you a plus, because a minus by minus gives you plus. Alright, and also the brackets have to be the same, right? Have a go at this one. AP minus AQ minus QX plus PX. Right. Julianne, factorize it for me, so. And then? Good stuff. Take out an x, minus x or plus x? Plus x, right, let's check it. And then what's in your bracket? See, that's a q there. So we have a problem. We're left, that means if you take out a plus x, you're left with a minus q, and you're left with a plus p. Right, so any idea what we're going to have to do to these two up here? We're going to have to do something called rearrange. Alright, see these two up here? We're going to have to swap them over. You're allowed to do this. So instead of it being, it was minus qx plus px, it now becomes, we put plus px in front, and then it's minus qx. Alright, it's called rearrange. And then we have a go at it. So we still take out our common x, and now we're left with p minus q, because our brackets weren't the same if we left them the way it was. Is that alright? And then our last line is a plus x and p minus q. Right, have a go at this one. Factorize px minus py minus x plus y. Right. Great. What do the first two have in common? And we're left with? Good stuff. What do the second two have in common? Tough one. Julianne, any idea what the second two have in common? Help her out. 1, exactly. They have 1. So if we put in a plus 1, what goes into our bracket? Either one of you have an idea? It's minus x though, you see, and then it's plus y. What's the problem? The brackets aren't the same. So what you got to do? Rearranging won't do much because it's just going to put a plus y here and a minus x there. This needs to be minus 1. If we change this to a minus 1, let's look at our bracket now. Right. Great. What do you multiply by minus 1 to get minus x? X. What do you multiply by minus 1 to get plus y? Now we're right, aren't we? We have a plus x here and a plus x here, we have a minus y and a minus y. So sometimes it takes a bit of rearranging to get these right. Right, let's go at this one. So factorize x squared minus 3xy minus 2ax plus 6ay. Have a little look. Great. So what do the first two have in common? X. So x comes to the outside. What to multiply by x to get x squared? Perfect. What to multiply by x to get minus 3xy? Perfect. Julianne, what does minus 2ax and plus 6ay have in common? Minus 2a. Right, we'll try minus 2a. What do you multiply by minus 2a to get minus 2ax? Good stuff. And what do you multiply by minus 2a to get plus 6ay? Minus 3y. Grace, how do we know we're right? Perfect. Right, have a go at these four. Oh, it's on freeze. Didn't realize it's on freeze. Give me a shout if nothing's coming up, that happens to me a lot. Anyone see a problem with the first one? They need to be arranged. How do you know? They need to be rearranged. How do you know straight away they need to be rearranged? First one trying this out? Nothing happened. Alright, they're rearranged. Right, we'll have a little look at 37 and 38 first, and then give you a chance to finish them off in a minute. I'm actually going to do number 37 there 2 ways. The reason I'm going to do it 2 ways, I'm going to show you how just because you don't do it my way doesn't mean you're not going to end up with the right answer. Is that alright? So first things first, I'm going to pair AC plus AD plus BD and plus BC. So I'm going to take out a common A and left with C plus D, and then take out a common B. I'm going to rearrange them actually. BC and then BD plus BC plus BD. C plus D, and then you're left with A plus B and C plus D. I'm sure that's probably probably the way the 2E did it. You could also do it this way though. You could put AC plus BC, and you could put AD plus BD. Take out a common C, you're left with A plus B. Take out a common D, you're left with A plus B, and then the final answer of C plus D and A plus B. Can we see how there's 2 or 3 different ways to do it, but you always end up with the same answer, A plus B and C plus D, A plus B and C plus D. So don't get worried if you don't do it exactly like I do it. Alright, as long as we end up with the same answer at the bottom, you're right. Right, finish off the last 2. I'll correct 38, 39, 40. Right, 38. I'm going to put PQ plus PR, TQ, 2Q plus 2R together. So I'm going to take out a common P and left with Q plus R. I'm going to take out a common 2 and left with Q plus R. Final answer of P plus 2 and Q plus R. You can have them whichever way you want, as long as you have that answer at the bottom. You know you're right. 39. I'm going to put XY and YW together. And I'm going to put minus XZ and minus ZW together. So XY, and I'm going to take out a common Y and left with X plus W. Take out a common minus Z. And then you're going to be left with X plus W. Last line is Y minus Z by X plus W. Don't be afraid to ask me a question if these don't make sense to you, alright? It's all about G. And 40. I'm going to put 3x and minus 3y together. And I'm going to put minus xq and plus yq together. Take out a common 3, you're left with x minus y. Take out a common minus q, you're left with x minus y. 3 minus q by x minus y. Alright, right. They're the first 2. We're going to get one more done today. So we're going to get the third type of factorising, which is known as guide number. Right, a couple of teachers teach this a different way. A couple of different ways. I'm going to teach it this way because you never get it wrong. It's the easiest way to do it without ever getting it wrong. So it's known as trinomials, or more commonly known as guide number. And you do this when there's 3 terms. Alright? So as I said, no need for you to take any of this down, it's all about the act. I'll explain the action. So far we've dealt about factorising with 2 terms, when there's 4 terms, and now we're going to do it with 3 terms. So this can take a bit of getting used to. very first thing we got to do is we got to figure out what the guide number is. What I mean by that is we mark our first number and our last number. First number is 7, not 7x squared, or 7, number in front of x squared. And our last number is minus 2. And when we multiply the two of these, we get something called our guide number. And that's known as minus 40. So that's our guide number. The next thing we mark is our middle number, which is 5. Alright? And I'm going to explain this bit now. Forget about the minus in the middle. That's just to tell us what the factor is going to multiply to and add 5. Thus 14, number 14. We have to list out the factors that make up 14. But we don't list them out like 1, 2, or like that. We list them in their pairs. So what I mean by that is, what you multiply by 1 to get 14? 14. What you multiply by 2 to get 14? 7. So you list them in their pairs like this. 1 and 14, 2 and 7. We go 3, 4, 5, 1. Not necessarily 14, just 1 and 14, and 2 and 7. We have to pick a pair of factors that are going to multiply to give us minus 14 because that's our guide number, and add to give us plus 5 because that's our middle number. Is that alright? That's known as our guide number. Any idea what sure we'll pick? 7 and 2. Good stuff. What way? What? Plus, minus? Which one's going to be minus? Which one's going to be plus? Are they both minus? Are they both plus? If you check it in, so just say we check it. That's what you always have to do. So you use these, you got to check. So just say 7 plus 2. What's 7 plus 2? 7 plus 2? 9. Not going to work, is it? No. Right, we're going to go 7 minus 2. What's 7 minus 2? 5. Boom, we can tick that off. That adds 14, but we have to check. Does it multiply to give us minus 14? We say 7 multiplied by minus 2. What's 7 minus 2? Minus 14. Boom, you know where it is. Straight away, you know what 7 minus 2 because you can take it out. We know where it is. So, what we're going to do is we're going to replace this 5x with a 7x and a minus 2x. We know it works. Alright, so we're going to replace it with a plus 7 and a minus 2. And any idea what I want to change it from this down to this? Any idea what I'm going to do? What does it look like? 4 terms. Group. And I have to change it to 3, 4, and now I can group. So it's the exact same to finish this up as we can do already. It's just figuring out what to replace in the group. That's what we're trying to do. So what does 7x squared and 7x have in common? 7x, x plus 1. What does minus 2x minus 2 have in common? X plus 1. Last line, 7x minus 2 and x plus 1. It's no different once you get to figure it out. And the best thing is you don't even have to rearrange it. You never have to rearrange this. They're all in the right order. All we're trying to do is transfer 3 terms into 4. Right? And you're going to have to roll on these. Alright? Once you get factorize this, so I'm going to leave that up on the board just so you know. Forget the stuff, just go through the steps. So we have to figure out what our guide number is first of all. As I said, these will take a bit of time to get our head around, so don't worry if you don't get the first one. What's our guide number? 12. So we want them to add to give us, factors to give us. Not 7 close. Minus 7. Perfect. And then what you do is things like this, list your factors as well. And then try to work out what combination. Same as here. I replace the 5x with my 7x minus 2x. We're going to move to plus 7 minus 2. We're going to show you how to replace this new number for two different types of x. Which pair of 2 do you reckon is?
See, I thought it was going to be 4 and 3.
It's 4 and 3.
But like, you know, the way it is over there, like there's the minus. 2x.
2 minus. Power 2. Both minus. So minus 7x, now we'll have a 2x squared minus 4x minus 3x. Then a plus 6. It doesn't make a difference whether I actually get first minus 4 or minus 3. We didn't know what to say that. What do we get for the final answer? Yep, we take out 2x, we're left with x minus 2, we take out minus 3, we're left with x minus 2, 2x minus 3, and x minus 2. Perfect. Right, how about this one? Factorize that. Same as what we've done. Make sure it's a plus 4 we're getting rid of that minus 4. So, with this one, what's our guide number going to be? Minus 21. Exactly, good stuff. Minus 21. Add to give us plus 4. So I got to list my factors of 21 then. My factors of 21 are 1 and 21 and 3 and 7. Right, what way are they going to work? 3 and 7, what way though? 7 minus 3, perfect. You've got to make sure you both get plus 4 and the minus 21. So the only way we can get that is plus 7 and minus 3. So instead of 4x now I'm going to put in a 7x and a minus 3x, and literally you just factorize it away. Same as we would with grouping, take out an x, you're left with 3x plus 7, take out a minus 1, you're left with 3x plus 7, last line, x minus 1 and 3x plus 7. As I said, you might have put in the minus 3x here and the 7x over there. It doesn't make a difference which way you put them in. If you do it right, you'll end up with the same answer at the bottom. Is that right? Right, guys, that's the hour up. I just want to explain a few things to you before you come back to me next week. So, first things first, anyway, you got to know where everything goes. So, everything I do is going to pop up on this, all right? Google Classroom, use it in school. Right, important thing, you won't be able to use your school email. Alright, so you got to use your mommy or daddy's email, or if you have a Gmail for Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat or something like that, you must use that email. Your school email won't work for this because it's a protected one. Alright, so use either your mommy or dad's email or one of your emails you have, and this is the code. Alright, so if you want to write down that code on the very front of your copy or someplace that you want to pick it up. So what I'm going to put up here is all the slides we did from today, the video. So everything I did on the board today, obviously you're at the one today so you don't need it, but just in case you miss a class, this is where everything's going to go up. So the video from today, and as I said, you can just hook in and do the class away at me if you get a spare hour sometime. Just don't miss out. Also, I want you to do a small bit of homework during the week. So a bit of study has to start now for third year. Alright, so you have to do a small bit of study for me. So the homework is going to go up there as well. So I'm going to leave it up to you because, first of all, anyway, you can't do the bottom, all right? Because we didn't get to that today. But you can do any of these questions up here, and this is all the guide number questions that we were doing as well, all right? And all the solutions and how to do every single one of them is going to go up then the following week, so you can correct your own homework. I'm not going to actually do much correcting of homework in the class because I want to do as much new work with you as possible. I'm going to leave the homework up to you. But my recommendation is to just do the little bit of homework. If you don't want to do it all, that's up to you. But do the little bit of homework so everything comes easier to you than the next week and you're not missing out. Is that fair enough? Right, guys. See you next week. You don't have to be scared coming in next week.